Hello, my name is Jupiter Hadley, and today we're doing another version of Jupi Plays All the Games, this time with the WAG Challenge. The WAG Challenge is a game jam about writing. Doesn't necessarily mean twine games, but just games with a good story. This year's theme is Down the Rabbit Hole. I've actually been selected as one of the judges that pre-judge the competition so that these judges have a more limited field to look through. I'm going to be playing each game in this video for a minute, though I'm going to be playing it longer for judging purposes. If you want to check out any of the games, it'll be about 10 per video, links in the description. If you want to check me out, all my info is in the description, and feel free to like or comment with your favorite games. At the end of this, I'll probably have an article written up about my personal favorites, so be on the lookout for that. Next, we're playing the game Where They Live. How was your day? Normal. Oh, that was totally the settings for how hard this game is going to be. That's cool. No answer. You can hear voices on the other side. Mom, what's wrong with you? Dad, you're such a selfish and hateful child. Mom, that's all you are, selfish and hateful, but we still love you. Oh, James, I didn't expect you here today. Well, go on in. I washed my hands of her. She's beyond help. It was up to God now. We prayed for her every day. You're leaving your kid? This doesn't seem very right. Pigeons! I think you have a pigeon problem. Let's do brawn. Okay. Crap. Man, we're getting our butts kicked. Yay, one dead. Next, we're playing the game Tainted. It was hardly 7 in the evening, but the sun was already setting over the boiling green sea of Erden. Nathan was sitting on a big rock on the beach, eyeing the dubious spectacle with a weary heart that characterized him of late. After the burning rain, after the floral started to grow in strange shapes, after the terminal Balian forces came in, after he lost his parents in the shuffling and his brother. They might be somewhere on the other side of the containment walls, but he hadn't been allowed to go with them. The fresh green stains on his skin on the day of the shifting had condemned him to stay put amongst the tainted. The stain had grown weaker since then, and the people's whispers said that on the west wall some guards were less strict, on exactly the threshold of taintedness that they would allow out. Hoping was hard work when he wasn't certain he was up for it. Regret. He couldn't even blame himself anymore for having been outside on the day the rain came. The guilt was an old faded mural on the semi-abandoned walls of his heart. How long ago? It might have been 2 months now. No one kept track of time anymore. Electricity was more off than on. The radio waves couldn't reach, though. Apparently the tainted expanded to the air. And the heavens, too. Next, we're playing the game Dying. Okay. There we go. More textbooks than I can count. That's my brother. He's been sleeping a lot lately. Alright. All sorts of medicine. I don't feel hungry. Okay. This is nothing on it. Alright. Why can't I interact with it then? That's for when I'm thirsty. Okay. Why should I leave? Because I've interacted with everything I need to interact with? That's why you should leave. Is that a knock on the door? Pretty sure a door is moving. Wake up your brother. Fuck. Earthquake! Sucks that made with Game Maker light thing is like right on the screen. My brother's bed is flying away. That's not strange. And our window is now up really high. None of these are my brother. It's kind of weird that X is jump and up is interact. Next. Next, we're playing the game The Hill. There's a trigger warning. It features some fictional violence that may be a trigger for people. So, yeah. You walk up to a hill of crosses at the end of the day. The sun is setting behind you, and you scratch your neck, uncomfortable with the heat on your skin. A thick breeze wafts around you as you cross the street, and you protect the bundle of flowers in your hands. Look around, examine the crosses, read the sign. Let's examine the crosses. As you meander through the crosses, you begin to realize how much of a misnomer the Hill of Crosses is in reality. While the majority are crosses by a mile, Zodiac, Star of David, Muslim crescents, Wiccan stars, Buddhist wheels, and other symbols that you don't recognize begin to pop up out of the sea of white rectangles. Some of the names of the dead, written shakily in hand by family in Sharpie, fading in the sunlight every day. Oh wow, there's an actual picture. How many were like that and simply returned to white? You stop at a spray-painted rainbow cross, a proud, defiant wash of color in the sea of white. Your breath catches in your throat, and you wring your wrists when you look for others. Only a few crosses are painted in the gay pride colors, but they are unmarked by names. But there is something calling you to this one, about how the paint refuses to be stripped by the sun, the messiness of it. It feels like the resistance of the life it remembers. Let's spread the flowers. Next, we're playing the game Van Gogher. On the cusp of autumn 2 weeks ago, I received a letter. It came from my longtime associate, Mr. Naze, detailing the revealing of a new piece of art aboard the SS Easel. Soon, I'll be aboard the vessel, said to be carrying the painting, which will change the world forever. Hey, Van Gogher. This is adorable. Rap. Finally, you're getting sloppy, boss. As soon as I boarded the vessel, I was ambushed by my two closest apprentices and friends. Cleo Rabbit, instantly recognizable by her large red bow and bright white fur, and Rat, who, while being a former criminal, still looked the part, together known as Artsy Animals. Hey guys, how long have you been aboard? Over an hour. I wanted to get a good look at the artist, but I couldn't see him anywhere. Over 2 hours. Ha! He's probably checking his painting over. This is a big unveiling. Mr. Noze wrote in his letter that it would change the world forever. Speak of the devil. Mr. Noze. Van Gogher, you're late! Van Gogher. The ship hasn't even set sail yet. Inevitably, the ship then got underway. Next, we're playing the game Max's World. Welcome back. Things have changed down here, Max. Time does that. Changes things. You should know that better than any of us. Who's there? I can't see so well anymore. But you smell familiar. Are you human? I haven't smelled a human since Max was... But that was ages ago. Cough, cough. My old bunny. Oh, I obviously can't touch those. Okay. Oh, I was hoping he'd stay teddy bear. This world's kind of creepy. Max, you've come back. I knew you would. I knew. No, sorry. There's no time for that. Be careful here. It's not safe anymore. The corruption is everywhere. Even our friends are. But you can catch them. Just touch them when the corruption disappears. Or you can free them. Alright, so let's go back. That's really sad, actually. Nope, I died. Like how it brings you back to wherever you were. Nope. There we go. We freed them. Look at these little teddy bears. They're awfully cute. Secret tunnel. What was I supposed to do? What were any of us supposed to do? At least I stayed, you coward. Max, age 8. So I guess growing up is what happened. Oh, next. Next, we're playing the game The Medieval Accident. This is the prologue. There's some close. There's console errors, man. Let's do a new game because we don't have a continued game. The United Herald offices, April 25th. Jake, stop wasting precious company time by doing whatever crap you're doing here at your desk and come here. I've got to talk to you. Make it quick. Alright. Love the graphics. It's pretty late, so everyone else is already gone. Me and my boss are still working. Lucas, I have a job for you. The 30th anniversary of the medieval accident, Metiva accident is coming up next month, so I need you to write a story about it. Don't be so surprised. I know you've just started working here, but everyone else is busy, so it's up to you. But Amanda will set you up for some interviews with the people involved in it. Just get their stories and put it together. But boss, the next issue is coming out in less than a week, so I'm counting on you. Are you still there? Why are you still here? Get the hell out and get to work. Yes, boss. Hi, Jake. Here's a list of interviews Lucas asked me to prepare for you. You can do them in any order you want. Just let me know so I can confirm the exact date and when. So, main suspect or the advisor. Let's do the suspect. That seems juicy. Random Cyber Crime Prevention Facility, April 26, 2059. They won't release him out even for the interview. Must be pretty serious. Oh, it must be pretty harsh here. That's what it says, cell door. Hello, my name is Jake, and I'm from the United Herald. A journalist from the Herald again. Is it that time of year already? Oh, wait. What year is it now? Shouldn't be around the 70s, I guess, or 50s maybe. I don't remember. This is pretty cool. Next. Next, we're playing the game Wonderland Revisited. What is it that makes one curious, I wonder? Is it the same thing that makes one wonder? Or is it instead what makes one wonder? Mind and body aiming yonder. Wonders and wanderers both are curiouser, surely, than the ones who don't do either. Of this I'm fairly certain. Plus the people prone to wonder seem more apt to wander too, and vice versa, I should think. Okay, so we can kind of scroll down. Wonder and wander inspire. Perhaps it's the merging of both these desires, the weaving of urges. These wonder meets wanderlust, birthing the spirit. The silver-tongued spirit that we call curiosity. It starts with a question one asks of oneself, just a question lacking an answer of what is in the box upon the tree past the hill. Neither the cold, glossy ice of faraway moon. When the spirit casts her spells, turning questions into quests. Mysteries which so compels mind to answer, you're at rest. Beckon towards the hazy curtains, shimmering veils of uncertainty, shroud concealing tantalizing prize, reflecting curiosity's inquiring eyes, whispering possible what lies behind. Truth, confusion, hope, despair, grand illusion, naught but air. Or does the dark ever go deeper, deeper than the mind can go, deeper by some dark design, so deep no one will ever... Ooh, that scared me. I thought I was going to scroll down some more. Next, we're playing the game Harris Hollow. I'm not going to censor the graphic scenes, so there's graphic scenes. Click to progress through text. As usual, your morning starts with a visit from your neighbor. Let's be friendly. Morning, Fox. Beaver, good to see you. What's the plan for today? Martin's had the idea to take a dip in the river. Want to join? Yeah, I might for a bit. You walk down to the river with Beaver. Martin is already in the water. Wolf is standing by the shore. Hey-o, come have a dip with us, yeah? It's a bit cold. That's quitter talk, Wolf. Well, I'm coming in. Fox? I might take a walk first. That's all you ever want to do. Come on, take a swim. You'd like it. I'll swim when I get back. Promise. Alright, but I'm holding you to that. Hurry back. You wander a long way into the woods. You step into a clearing you do not recognize. All of a sudden, an animal falls to the ground in front of you. Another animal flies down from above and begins to eat the first. Ugh. You feel sick. You've never seen an animal do this before. You feel a strange, uncomfortable chill over your whole body. You can barely stand to watch. You make a retching noise. The new animal hears you and looks up. He bristles. Piss off, Scav. This is my kill. Not knowing what to say, you run back to the others. Martin and Beaver are still in the river. Wolf seems to have left. You okay, Fox? Walk too fast? You look pretty ill. What happened? Tell him. I saw something out there in the clearing. What did you see? I don't know. I don't know. I think, well, I'm not sure. Hallucinations, I suspect. I bet you forgot to eat breakfast again, didn't you? You're always a bit loopy when you're hungry. Maybe you should take a nap, Fox. I think I will. On your way back to the hollow, you run into a wolf. He's very flustered. Fox, you were there, right? You saw it too? What do you mean? Past the river, you, saw the murder? Yes. Yeah, I did. I can't believe it, right? Why did he, and, well, wow, you know. I don't know. It seems crazy. It is crazy. I thought I dreamt it. We can't tell anyone, right? That would be too weird. I promise not to tell anyone? Sure. I think it's for the best. We don't want anyone to panic. Okay, but if we see that flying guy again, we've got to warn the mayor. Yeah, sure. We'll tell him later. Your sleep that night is unpleasant. In the morning, you wake and you leave your den. You see Martin. He looks pale. Next, we're playing the game YZ. Sightings of the rebel group are reported to have been seen in Sector 14-7. Authorities advise the civilians. Beep. We? So much for morning news. I turned off the comm device on my arm. Clank. The sound of metal on metal can be heard below. Another one? I should really get spare parts to repair this one of these days. I picked up a screw that fell off my comm device and placed it in my pocket. Flies. Found it. Now for yesterday's report. Log 86. Z's training shows results of major signs and improvement. It won't be long till I get her up and running to help out with those who need trauma therapy in secluded space settlements. Good morning, Professor Wee. Greetings, Z, as she offers me the coffee mug that she's prepared. I thought you'd be waiting. I thought you'd be wanting coffee. I took a sip. Not my usual cup of coffee, not bad in on itself. I chuckled at the crude joke that I had made. Z just stared at me blankly, not sure on what I was amused at. Very well, I shall adjust accordingly so that it may satisfy you next time. Oh, you don't have to worry about it. I told you it's fine. Now, how are you feeling? Oh, and thank you for this. I raised the coffee mug for emphasis. Nothing abnormal to report, all functions normal, though I am somewhat, how do they phrase it, looking forward to our lesson this day. Z stated this with the excitement of a person who is watching paint dry. I placed my mug down on the coffee table in front of me and browsed through my materials. We've been going through boring materials recently, and I thought, hey, why don't we discuss something more interesting? And what's more interesting than behaviors that humans possess? My hands are waving inanimately as I energetically suggest my idea. So how about it? I asked, not expecting no as an answer. Very well, then, if you insist. Next.